about buying a Ford Bronco? I have a 2023 Bronco, hardtop 4-door, and I'm going to go over some of the things that I find annoying or really hate about the Bronco. So let's get into it. So I'd say probably the number one thing I do not like about the Ford Bronco is the tech package on it. It is horrible. I hate the cluster pack on the dash, the console. It's big, but sometimes it will just shut off, and I actually have to turn the vehicle off and then turn it back on to be able to get the screen to come on. The Apple CarPlay, it's probably about a 40% chance that it won't connect to my phone, even though I've changed out chargers. It does it to my wife's phone, wireless and not. And so I really don't like that. It was really cool because you have a Ford app and you can control your vehicle with the Ford app. We finally had some cold weather here in Texas, and I was like, "Oh, let me do the auto start," because the auto start, it turns the heat on. It doesn't do AC. But I turn the vehicle on with the auto start, get outside in about 10 minutes, and it's not on. And it did it probably 7 or 8 out of 9 or 10 times. So it has about a 70 or so percent fail rate on it. I was at the dealership today to get the oil changed, and the tech has a Bronco, and it was doing the same thing on him. So I'm going to go around the control panels and show you what the tech features I don't like about is, and then I'll get into the next part. So whoever created this cluster pack, they suck. Okay, they should have had the speedometer in the middle and then the digital speedometer in the center of that. So I have to take my vision off from here. Instead, I gotta go over here and look at it, or I just do the digital. Okay, so I don't like that. I know how close I am to a vehicle. I don't need an icon to go and do an orange and red bar. I just look up. So waste of space. Okay, the other thing I don't like is you can change this, but there's always something there. And it's just stupid stuff. Like, I don't really care what my turbo boost is. You can change it to a few other options. I don't care. It's a waste of space. I really would have liked it if they had put a speedometer right here and maybe do some old school gauges on the side or something like that, even if it was digital. But I don't like this. Really cool when it works. Really sucks when it doesn't. It's pretty cool. You got all your apps, you control cool stuff over here. All right, I like it. It's just I don't like it when it doesn't work. I don't like the tech. Right now, it won't even come on. This happens fairly recently, or frequently. My Apple CarPlay won't work half the time. The tech sucks in here. I went to the dealership today to get my oil changed and everything's updated, so that's not even the issue. The next thing that annoys the hell out of me, I don't know why car manufacturers do this stuff now, but that stupid auto stop when you turn the brakes on, hit the brakes, and you're at a red light. Stupid. When you start up a vehicle, that's the one thing that you do to a vehicle other than like road dogging it. But the one single thing that does the most wear and tear on a vehicle and consumes the most amount of gas is when you start the vehicle. But they do this now to save some fuel, right? Reduce some emissions. Well, guess what? They put a bigger battery and they put a bigger alternator on here to compensate for that. Well, guess what? You're adding extra weight, which burns more fuel, which causes more CO2. Right? And then you got to mine more stuff too. So it would be really cool if the government would just stay out of auto manufacturing and let the dealers do what they got to do. But it's annoying. And then it's located in the center of the console. So in the middle of a bunch of buttons instead of like really easy to get to. And they make a module. It's like $100 that you can go and it'll bypass it. But right now I have the warranty on it and I don't want to put anything on there and it causes an issue and that voids my warranty because, well, you know what they say about Ford? Fix or replace display, right? That's one thing. That's what they got to do to my display, right? If they can't figure out what to do with the CarPlay and whatever, they got to do something. So they're going to need to fix or replace that display so I can use my CarPlay. Another thing I do not like about the Bronco is, like, I love the modular top, but the centerpiece, it's not 2 pieces. I didn't pay attention to that when I bought the vehicle. That's my bad. But I was thinking it's like the Jeep, because I had a Jeep and there were 4 sections. Well, it's cool because you can take the top 2 off and put it in the trunk if it's a nice day, right? But you can't do that with the centerpiece. You have to drop a seat. It won't fit into the back of the vehicle. So as long as you're riding by yourself or with 1 or 2 people, it's cool. But you're gonna have to drop a seat to put the center part in there. So if it's a nice day when you get out there and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take everything off, and then when you get out on the street later on in the day, it starts to rain. Guess what? You won't have your centerpiece if you're traveling with 4 people. All right. Another thing that's like really annoys me, and it doesn't do it with any of the 3 doors. It only does it with the driver's door. And I saw some other videos, and it seems to be a Bronco thing because the others were complaining about it too. Ready? Check this out. What the hell is up with that? All right, this last one, it only annoyed me one time. But if you're going to buy a Bronco, I just want you to be aware of it. Okay? Depending on the model you get, mine came with a metal bumper with a little push bar on it. And because it had that, there's no place to mount the license plate. And because I'm in the great state of Texas, I have to have a front license plate. Well, Ford will put these little bitty, like hard to see dimples up here on your, so you can mount the bracket for your license plate. So it's just a little nuisance thing, one time and done. I'm nitpicking here, but I just want to share everything that I didn't even think about or was checking out when I purchased my Bronco. So other than that, that's pretty much it. If I could fix the tech, get rid of that stupid on and off switch, and get rid of the dong, 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 every time I open up the door, I'd be really happy with this Bronco. So overall, I'm probably like 80% happy with it. But that's going to be another video. I'm going to go over everything I love about the Bronco because I got to be fair and balanced.